During my sophomore year, I got a DM on Instagram, and I had heard about, another kid named Jack Sawyer who's in Ohio and grew up in Cleveland, who's only 2 hours away from me, who was battling a rare form of cancer. And, for me, I just felt like I needed to do something. I wrote him a note, and so I had my sister get a little poster, and I signed it for him and wrote him a little something for him, and I sent it to him.
Jack B. suffered from Ewing sarcoma, a rare and aggressive bone cancer. But through his treatments, he never left the thoughts and prayers of the other Jack.
Having a kid with my same name, 2 hours away, going through, battling for his life every day, and still getting up with a smile on his face. And then, unfortunately, later that year of my junior season, it came back and spread, and he unfortunately passed away.
Sawyer carried Jack B. with him through the remainder of his Ohio State career, and now can bring his legacy to the NFL.
I always put him on my wrist in college, and to be able to do it with my cause, my cleats, it means a lot to me, because me and him got really close, and I still talk to his family, his mom and his dad. His mom and dad and his uncle were actually at the first home game this season. Got to see my first sack.
Darnold is sacked, first career sack for Jack Sawyer.
He still has a special place in my heart. His football card sits inside of my truck in the console. It goes with me everywhere, and always thinking of him. Every time I see it, or I put on the hoodie that I have, I just think of Jack. Jack was going through a lot, in his final days, and I was able to talk with him on FaceTime before we played Wisconsin my junior year. And, he couldn't even get out of bed, and he still had a big smile on his face, and, still woke up and watched us play. Just seeing how he was able to attack every day, while he was battling with life-altering, disease, just gives inspiration to me. And, no matter what I was able to do for him, he did more for me. Seeing him struggling, but always, showing up with a smile on his face and being the good kid that he was, it speaks for itself.